Okay, so we have long division. You're probably thinking, holy crap, I thought we stopped doing that. But we don't. Now we do long division of equations because we have to make life difficult. This is going to be a bit long, but it's fairly straightforward. I'm going to go through each part step by step. So now is not the time for fear. That comes later. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. It's really simple. So first you want to write the equation like this in descending order. You notice you have 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. We want to get it in a nice descending order so it makes it easier to work with. So first thing we're going to do is we're dividing this long equation by x minus 2. So first value here, x, we say x divided by 2x cubed. And we know that gives us 2x squared. So we have 2x squared. We're going to take this and multiply it by x and also by negative 2. So we have 2x squared multiplied by x gives us 2x cubed, and 2x squared multiplied by negative 2 gives us negative 4x squared. So pay attention very carefully. So what we're going to do is subtract. So we're going to work in pieces. So we have 2x cubed minus 2x cubed. We know that's 0. And we have positive 3x squared minus a negative 4x squared, which is pretty much saying 3 plus 4. So this gives us 7x squared. Then we're going to draw a nice little arrow. You don't have to, but it helps. I'm going to bring the negative 4x down to the 7x squared. Negative 4x. Alright, so now we have 7x minus 4x. So we do the same thing again. We start with x. We're going to x divided by 7x squared, which gives us a positive 7x. We're going to take that 7x and we're going to multiply by these. So 7x multiplied by x gives us 7x squared. And 7x multiplied by negative 2 gives us negative 14x. We're going to carefully subtract, carefully subtract. So 7x squared minus 7x squared gives us 0. And here we have negative 4x minus a negative 14, and that gives us 10. Because negative and a negative becomes a positive. So this is saying negative 4 plus 14, which gives us 10. So we have 10x. And then we bring down the 5, positive 5. So we have x divided by 10x, which gives us a positive 10. And we do the same thing. 10 multiplied by x gives us 10x. And 10 multiplied by negative 2 gives us a negative 20. And then we're going to subtract. And as you realize, I'm running out of space, so I'm going to stick it over here. So we have 10x plus 5 and 10x minus 20. We're subtracting. Subtract. Anyway. So 10x minus 10x gives us 0. And we have 5 minus a negative 25, which gives us...
Actually, it's 5.
What did I say? My bad.
Yeah.
5 minus negative 20.
The answer is 25.
So this is 25. Yeah? Right. So, so because I'm running out of space, actually ran out of space, this would be the remainder. So,
Just remember.
yeah. So what we would have actually for the answer is 2x, oh boy, 2x squared plus 7x plus 10 plus this remainder that we had calculated as 25 over the number that we were dividing by, which was x minus 2. See? Totally simple. Okay, so again, we're doing long division. This is my last example. We have x plus 3 divided by 3 cubed minus 3x plus 4. Now, before we had the numbers going in descending order, blah, 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 and that was wonderful. We still have the numbers going in descending order, but you can see there's an x squared missing. Purposely, that's how the question is. But for calculating purposes, this helps, is I'm going to put a square in just to fill the space, so while I'm doing the math it doesn't get a bit confusing. So we're going to put 0x squared minus 3x plus 4. So you know 0x squared is nothing, but it's just to hold the space to help out with the calculation. So we do the same thing that we did before. X divided by x cubed gives us x squared. I'm going to stick it up here, x squared. X squared multiplied by x gives us x cubed. And x squared multiplied by 3x gives us 3x squared. And we're going to subtract. Very carefully. Subtract. So 3x cubed minus 3x cubed gives us 0. Let's go away. And we have 0 x squared minus 3x squared. And since 0 is nothing, we're going to be left with a negative 3. Because it's like saying 0 minus 3. So we have negative 3x squared. I'm going to put arrow minus 3x. So x divided by negative 3x squared leaves us with negative 3x. So we're going to take this negative 3x multiplied by these numbers. So we have negative 3x multiplied by x gives us negative 3x squared. Negative 3x multiplied by 3 gives us negative 9x. And again, we're going to subtract. Very carefully. So we have negative 3x squared minus negative 3x squared. So pretty much this is negative 3x minus 3, which we know minus and minus become positive. So this is negative 3x squared plus 3x squared, which gives us 0. Same as over here. We have negative 3x minus negative 9x, so that's saying 3x, negative 3x plus 9x, or 9x minus 3, which gives us 6x. Positive 6x. Let me bring this downtown. Plus 4. Wow, that was lame. Anyway, so we'll do the same again. X divided by 6x gives us a positive 6. 6 multiplied by 6x gives us 6. What did I just say? 6 multiplied by x gives us 6x. And 6 multiplied by 3 gives us
Plus 8.
good. And we subtract. So we have 6x minus 6x gives us 0. And 4 minus 18 gives us, what?
14.
Oh, negative 14. So you see we have a remainder. So as I had said before, so the problem is solved. We did everything. So the answer is x squared minus 3x plus 6 with a remainder of negative 14. I'm going to show you how to write the remainder. erasing my board away. So the answer is x squared minus 3x plus 6, and we can put it at plus negative 14 over what we're using to divide. So it's x plus 3. There you go. Keep life simple.